with council.
And this is regarding the ElectroMotion energy proposal. Ian McIntosh, are you going to take us through this?
Actually, Tom's going to.
Tom Day, our CAO.
Thank you. So this is an extremely interesting proposal from a local business person. Council, this is the third time that really council's seen that. The principal, Judge Zachary, came and presented a proposal to council a month or two ago, and I subsequently had a discussion with council regarding risks and opportunities. But it boiled down after several meetings with Jai and some of his colleagues that I think we reached an agreement in terms of our ability to manage risk. I think as council, I know appreciates local government's a really risk-averse body, that we don't enjoy risk. We're looking after taxpayers' interests, and so we are risk-averse, and sometimes that doesn't make it easy. But what's really exciting about this opportunity is the economic development potential that exists. I think there's technically some really strong opportunities, and that's what this proposal is about, is trying to learn more about that. But the exciting thing is the economic development opportunity that exists in Summerland. So I think a lot of us believe that this product has a real opportunity. I came from a community that had a real difficulty with consistent power in winter months, and I know what it would be like to have something like this, where you have that opportunity for consistent power. And so I just think there's a real opportunity for it, and I think what we want to do is keep that opportunity in Summerland. And so really sitting down with Jai, we managed to reach an agreement between the parties that keeps the taxpayers of Summerland away from any risk. That what we want to do is subject to a formal agreement that will be drafted. We want to authorize ElectroMotion to install up to 10 units within the community, and then for us to share data with ElectroMotion so that both of us understand the benefits and potential costs for the product. And so I will be working with a solicitor to draft up an agreement, but the key points are covered in my memorandum. And number one is our employee safety. And that's clearly understood by ElectroMotion, and there's no difficulty. And then there's a distribution of benefits and costs, and for the taxpayer, minor costs in terms of just provision of an appropriate meter, and then just us being able to produce that information for sharing. So as I say, council is familiar with this, and so we're supporting that council authorize us to enter into this agreement.
Minor cost. What does minor cost mean? My understanding is it's about 3,000. Is that right?
$300 a meter approximately.
Yes. So times 10.
And then there'd be some additional administrative effort required.
Okay. Councillor Waterman has a question.
Actually, I'd like to present the motion. We can still do that and discuss.
Yeah. I'm thinking through. Just can you hold the thought for just a moment? I'm just wondering, Tom. There's a lot of the audience that are here, I think, because Jai has asked them to be here, and I'm just wondering if council will permit 2 minutes, Jai, if council is okay for that, just to explain, because I know you've got a lot of people in the room, and I just feel there's some support that you might like to talk about, if council is okay with that?
Sure,
okay.
Fine.
So, Jai, if you could just come, and that's why I don't want to put this on the floor just yet, but just 2 minutes. You've got a lot of people here.
Thank you.
Just explain now why you brought them and what you're trying to do.
Right. So looking here, yeah, there are a lot, aren't there?
There are a lot. I don't think they're here just because we're fascinating. I just don't think that's it.
Well, I won't argue that point. But certainly, if I may, I'd like to bring forward to council and the audience here. We have to the right Bruce here, who's worked with me for several years to help develop the modeling, 3D modeling and such through the Revolution. Okay. He locally lives here. Of course, we have Michael representing Ripley's, a local vendor of ours.
Favorite.
You didn't even ask me to come. So.
Oh, there you go. Good.
Right, and many others here too. John B. Hall, which is the ex-CEO and president of PLP Utility.
Yep.
Chris Dobbin. We have champion here, David Cassidy.
Yep.
One of my board members, Patrick Rose, is here. Vice President, Larry Burbage. And we have Kim Lawton, which is
Yes.
down there too.
Yes, in fact, I saw she was tweeting tonight.
Yeah.
Saw that.
And, you're
Oh, yeah.
great. And we actually have several Revolution owners or to-be owners. I'd like to bring forward Peter and Jill Patton and Mike and Lisa Laura. They're ready and willing to put in Revolutions once we put this all together. And also we have Dawn, and I'd like to especially draw everyone's attention to Jan Langton. She's kind of hiding. Jan is with NRC IRAP and helped right from the beginning. She was one of the, I'd say, poor souls that had to kind of understand or sit down with me while I think I have this, and you were one of them too, if I recall,
yeah.
Janice.
Yeah.
That's right. So to
Potential
everyone
is-
who's here supporting and moving it forward. Of course, we have another Revolution owner here too, which is Ian McIntosh. And,
Okay, so Jai, should this go through tonight, and Councillor Waterman very graciously offered to put this on the table, so we'll do that in a moment, but should this go through, I suspect it will, what's the plan? How soon are you going to get those 10 homes going so we can get some actual readings and get you where you need to be?
if you're understanding what we need to do to move this
Yes.
forward.
Yes.
An MOU, memorandum of understanding, would be great.
Yes.
Right away.
Right.
And
10 homes, you're going to be doing 10 homes, is that the idea? Is that what you're...
that's right. So we're looking to install and run a utilization model demonstration project.
Okay. Have you got the 10 homes?
Pardon me?
Have you got the 10 residential unit owners?
Yes, and there's even others waiting if the
Okay.
others don't
I
move
just
forward.
thought with the media here, we could maybe generate a few more. I was
No,
taking advantage
thank you
of
for
the
the offer,
moment,
but
Jai. You know, you
we're-
got
we're-
yourself.
We're actually telling people they're going to have to wait till next year. Yeah, we're pedaling really hard here, but in addition to our Ontario opportunities with the gas station and restaurants and other such going on here, we're pedaling hard to keep up. And Northwest Territories is coming down. Ministers are planning in November, I'm just told recently, that they're coming down. So as you say, Janice, it's all starting here, and everyone's support is helping to move this forward and show the world, right, what a revolution can do.
Excellent. Very, very well said. All right, Councillor Waterman, I'll let you put
Thank
it
you,
on the
Worship.
floor.
Thank you for your support.
And thank you,
And
Jen.
by the way, before I sign off, we have champagne and hors d'oeuvres waiting for everyone afterwards at the plant, so you're all invited.
Well, we're just going to get through this meeting first.
All right.
If you
Thank you.
don't mind. Thank you so much, Jai. Councillor Waterman, go ahead.
Thank you, Worship. I would like to move the staff recommendation that council authorize an agreement between the District of Summerland and ElectroMotion Energy to connect up to 10 additional power supply units at individual residences within our electrical supply area, subject to adequately resolving the issues identified in this report.
Okay, seconder. Good. Lots of people want to second this one. And comments. Councillor Christopherson to start.
I have to say that when you first presented this to the previous council, I was completely in the dark. Since then, after talking to you a few times and talking to Ian McIntosh, I've moved into the twilight zone, and so it is. I'm starting to see some of the basics of it. I won't claim to fully understand it, but I like the approach that we're taking, and I do talk to Ian McIntosh once in a while to get his input on it, and I like the approach that we're going through is, getting the 10 more in the district that will be monitored. The potential, I think, is huge, and I think we don't want to take a chance on losing out on that, because the amount of money that the corporation is putting into this is practically nil for the potential. And so I commend you for what you've done so far.
Councillor Waterman, then Councillor Hacking.
Thank you, Worship. This is a really exciting opportunity for Summerland, and it's, I can appreciate, Your Worship, the difficulties in understanding. I think I had probably, the fourth or fifth or sixth explanation, and it's gradually settling in my skull as to how this thing works. But it's so exciting because essentially it's taking existing technology, putting it together in a very unique manner, and arriving at a facility that, or piece of equipment, essentially, that will do a job that really Canada speaks to in a major way because of our climate. And this involves very exciting opportunities for the North, and that's why the Northwest Territories is so interested. I mean, we're going to see tremendous benefits here, and I'm just really looking forward to it. And as a real generator for Summerland, not only that, I believe this will put Summerland on the map with respect to a new type of piece of equipment that can be used worldwide. So I think Jai's got a real tiger by the tail here, and I'd like to see it move ahead.
Well
and
said.
I'm really happy to see Council being very positive about it.
Okay, Councillor Hacking.
A lot has been mentioned, and just want to echo that. But also want to mention that it's one of our industries that are growing here in Summerland. It's green technology, and it's a job creator here in town. Jai's got his plant up in the industrial park, and he's hiring some hardworking employees, and I'm really proud to see that here in Summerland.
Gotcha.
Any other comments? Councillor Van Elfen.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just congratulations, Jai. It's been a long time coming for you, and I'm glad it's all coming together. And 10, like, what's the holdup? Like,
Yeah.
hustle up, buddy. Let's go.
Hustle up, buddy. I love it. Councillor Robson.
Jai, I've watched it, and I must say there are skeptics out there, and I'm looking forward to the fact that this testing will give us the bare numbers that will give us the proof that it's going to work for you, and wish you all the success.
Councillor Hull.
Just real quickly, I'm glad to see that Jai had the persistence to see this whole thing through, because I've been sitting around here for a while listening to this as well, and it has. I'm still in the twilight zone with Councillor Christopherson when it comes to the technology, but I'm glad you've had the persistence to hang in there and get it to where you've got.
Councillor Christopherson.
The first thing that piqued my interest was when we had the massive power outage a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the only two people who had electricity were you and Ian McIntosh. That's one of the things about this.
You're welcome to come watch the game with us.
The hardest part, I have to tell you, and I can say it now, was watching when Jai was just starting out and so excited and so anxious to do work, and we just couldn't get anything to work. And there was no way the district could help. There was nothing we could do to support. And yet, we all went to Ian McIntosh's house at the presentation of, watching the government come on hand and to see our MLAs and our MP there, everybody excited about the future potential. And all I could think about was, this is our Summerland person, and we can't help him. We can't do a thing because we can't put our public at risk. But you found a way to do it. And once again, when it came right down to it, it's Jai who's done the work to put this together. And so, Jai, I'm so proud of you, and
Thank you.
I just can't wait till this takes off, and I'm going to walk around forever saying, and I knew him when.
Well, you know where I live. You're always welcome just down the road to visit. And but thank you, everyone here. I couldn't fit everybody in the room, so really behind this revolution. It's I'm the core and the major push behind it. But it's not me. It's not just me, if you will. Many people have been supporters for a long time. And it's here because of their efforts as well.
You have never lost your humility towards this.
Thank you.
And that, I think, is what makes a successful business owner. So we wish you the very best of luck. Okay, I'm going to call the motion.
Thank you, Worship.
Okay, all those in favor? Motion is carried unanimously. Well done, Jai. License of operation. And I think our Director of Parks and Recreation, Dale McDonald, look at this, everybody's leaving me. Was it me? I thought you were here for us. I thought this was me.
They couldn't stand the excitement.
You couldn't stand the excitement. See, next time you're last on the agenda. Good night, everybody. Okay, Dale, if you could just give us a very short synopsis of this.
Sure.
Sorry, Dale, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No, I had a shower and everything.
Listen, I thought it was me.